So I actually made you a video earlier, and then after that, would you talk more about your head? I came right out and gonna do one. So when you're set up, and I'll do one from face on as well as down the line, but we want to get that ball in the middle-ish of our stance, hands off the lead leg, head pretty much right here. You have a tendency to be back here. So that is going to move your low point back here consistently. That is something that a lot of golfers actually battle, is for some reason they get their head way back here, and they've struggled with hitting the ball fat for a long time, and it generally also promotes an over the top because they've been struggling from this, and then the only way to hit it is to actually come out and go over, because that moves your low point way up here. So again, face on, if I come out and over the top, my low point is now here. If I'm coming from the inside correctly, my low point is back here. So if my head's back here, that's where I'm hitting, unless I come over the top and do that. And in the videos you sent me of your swing, that's where your head is. So we either have to get your head, well, we have to, it's going to help you greatly to get your head much more over the middle of your stance. And to actually, so if we're hitting shots from 100 yards in, to actually get your setup to put 80% of your weight on that leg, and you're going to have a setup like this where you're going to take the club back and just hit shots. Now, when it comes to unhinging, the wrists have to unhinge to hit the golf ball. That's a must, okay? If you don't, we're going to go right over it. Now, hammering a nail, unhinging like this, that is a throw like that. So that is actually going to lead to this. So if I'm hammering a nail, okay, that leads to that unhinging. All right. Now, if I go from this side of my body, let my hands get right here, let the club unhinge my wrists naturally, and then duplicate that over here on this side. So basically you're going from here, 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 here. This is a great feeling, a great little drill. Go here, hit the ball to there. See that? Here, hit the ball to there. Here, hit the ball to there. That teaches you how your wrists unhinge because gravity's pulling on them. Now, if you're coming down and you're forcing the unhinge, that could happen. If you're forcing the unhinge, that could happen. That, once you're here, that momentum and gravity and acceleration are going to unhinge your wrist. They're going to get the club to the ground. And a drill is if you were to hinge the club up, go back here, try to swing like this and let the club float over the ground, you're actually going to feel the club go down, okay? The only way for it to not go down is if you really squeeze the heck out of it and keep it up here in front of you. But if you just go here, here, try to do this, try to have it do this, it's going to go down. It's actually a very, very good drill where you hinge the club up, take it back, hit the ball. And when I say hit the ball, I'm swinging over the golf ball, just like this. That is my sensation. And a lot of times when I'm playing, I will actually feel that in my swing, that I'm swinging level. Like, I don't know if you heard Mike talk about the three corners in a flat spot, where he goes corner one, corner two, flat spot, over to corner three, hinge, here, here, here. That is a very good way to play. And that's kind of the roadmap that I try to get golfers to follow, to get the handle to go over 1, 2, club levels, back over to 3. And his mentor had them do this leveling of the club, which felt like it was going over the club, but the wrists would unhinge. So I feel like I'm doing this. Okay. But gravity unhinges the wrists. You control that. And if golfers can actually learn that, it's crazy to think about it, but it works miracles. And there's a drill where he actually has you hit certain parts of the ball, the top, the middle, and then good shots with your tension levels. But again, you would get set up, go like this, take the club back, feel like you're doing that, but the gravity will unhinge the wrists and just go over here like this. And I'll show you from the front. Mike actually played tournament golf this way for a few months, and he said he just played like this just for going out and practicing, but he'd hinge his wrists up, go like this, and he would feel, again, the club was leveling out in front of him, but gravity unhinges the wrists. Now, no forcing down, no forcing here. That's where golfers get in trouble. When you talk about a forehand unhinge, where you go like that, it's actually not a bad idea because that doesn't push the club down, it pushes it forward. A baseball unhinge is very similar to what we showed here. When you go from here, contact going forward, and that is a massively good drill to do, and that is actually the golf swing. And then when you add body to it, that's what happens. Okay, so think about that. But you don't want to actively try to force the club going down. It's going to go down, and that's from this drill. I'd love you to try it. Go out, make a swing, and just feel like you're doing this. But when you put speed to it, wrists unhinge. Okay, it's a very, very cool thing. But your head, we need to go from here, more probably in this area if we can, more here, especially on iron shots. With the driver, when you're up here, your head's behind the ball anyway. We don't need to add to it, okay? But with irons, if that head's back here, you're going to have a tendency to hit back here, and that's because that's where your eyes are looking. And that is what's caused your over the top, was your head being that far back. But yeah, I'm actually going to go out and play some practice rounds where I hinge, go here, hit the ball, because it's actually kind of a cool little way to play. But in my mind, when I swing, I envision corner 1, corner 2, club gets in front of me over at corner 3. So 1, 2, 3. That's what I think throughout my golf swing. And I think the corners are just basically my toes. So corner 1, corner 2, club goes in front over corner 3. That's one of the biggest things I've really learned from Mike. And it's very, very cool stuff.